Today, you're playing for considerably more stress and pressure. Sydney, pretty decent team. Played well yesterday. Got one win against, I think it was over. I can't remember, but they Helena was undefeated yesterday, and they hope to continue that today, staying in the upper bracket. They'd love to go into the finals with a game advantage, I'm sure. Cappy on the defense for Helena. He'll put it off his own backboard. Twisty will put it up over into the corner. Sidney taking advantage on offense. He'll pop it out to his teammate, Silly Salad. A little whiff there. Pops it back up in the middle. Twisty, last man for Helena. He'll clear it out in the midfield. Silly Salad off the wall for Sidney down in the middle. He'll stay on it. Pass Cappy. He'll get a 50 up to the other wall. Bearish will take a shot. Speed is there to collect it. For Helena. CVA for Sidney will put it back in the midfield. Twisty, an unfortunate touch. Bearish on that far side. He'll put it past the post. Sidney will go up early against East Helena. Yesterday, I think Sidney played East Helena, and I don't know if they won a game. I don't know how many goals they scored, but going up early, especially in this bracket play, is important for Sidney. If they can hold this off, that'll be a wonderful way for them to start this series. Speeda on the kickoff for Helena. He'll win that over to Sidney's corner. CVA on the back wall. A shot by Twisty, immediately equalizing for Helena. They're not going down easy. Don't want to keep that score that way for long. That kickoff straight to the backboard. Twisty following it up, using all of his boost to get in position, and a simple shot in that near post. Third kickoff of the game. Still 4:12 left to play. Bearish for Sidney will keep it right in the middle. Cappy for Helena will push it over into Sidney's box. Twisty, another shot. Cleared by Bearish off the back wall, and now he's going to follow it for an offense. Speeda back to the backboard for Sidney. Twisty just waiting midfield. Bearish will take the play over for Sidney. He'll fake under one. Speeda will cut it out from behind him. And now Twisty, lots of boost, will get bumped off by CVA Gamer. Silly Salad, touch past one, off the wall. Tries for the touch in the middle, doesn't get it. Cappy will play it back in the midfield for Helena. He'll put a shot on as well. It's open. Nobody back for Sidney to keep the ball out off of Cappy's shot. He just collects in his own corner past Bearish. That was the last man. And CVA not there to rotate back post after he was challenging Twisty on the wall. That'll be Helena up by one now. Still 3:40 left to play. Plenty of time left in this game. Twisty on the kickoff. Puts it over into Sidney's corner. It's going to bounce near the box. Bearish past two. He's going to collect the mid boost now. Silly Salad in the midfield. Twisty's going to take a shot. CVA Gamer can't get there. Bearish does, though. Clears it out to his corner for Sidney. Speeda. Little pinch in the corner. Bearish will pick it up off of him. Heavy touch. He'll leave it for Salad to go play with. Puts it to the backboard. Can't get the double. Twisty into the midfield. Off the waterfall. Back in the midfield. Speeda puts it out for Cappy to take over. He'll put it into the Sidney's corner. Bearish on the backboard. Good touch. He'll follow it as well. Cappy. He goes under and takes it over to Helena's corner with a heavy touch. Speeda will be there to meet it. Twisty will take it into the midfield. Bearish pops it over to his other side. Wants a little bit of space. Gets a ground dribble. Cappy immediately takes it off of him. Silly Salad is back to get the save. He'll pop it over Cappy as well. Off the wall. Can't quite get the touch. Speeda will put it over into the midfield for Helena. Twisty taking it off of him to continue the play. Gets a good flip reset. 50's in the middle. Let it pinch out by Sidney. We'll put it back in the midfield. Speed is up for Helena. He'll put it into the corner using a lot of boost. He'll get the double. Cappy will take a shot. It's a little bit wide. Twisty can't get there. Twisty will try his luck. Try to put it back in the middle. Cappy 50'd with Bearish. It's high off the backboard of Sidney. Speeda does get up to it. He's got 30 boost. Trying for the double. Not quite. Nobody's there. Twisty back to the backboard. He'll try. Leaves it for Cappy. Also to the backboard. He gets a double to the middle. Bearish gets the save over his own teammate. Now Twisty back to the air with lots of boost. CVA goes for the jump. Flip reset over Musty to the corner. He'll score a third for Helena. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left, and Twisty puts Helena up 2. Really good flip reset. Puts himself perfectly for that Musty. Gets good power off of it as well and places it bottom left corner. 2 goals up for Helena at this 5th kickoff. Twisty will keep it in the middle for Helena. Bearish, a shot. It's off net. Speed is there as well. Oh no, CVA Gamer bumping his own teammate, and Cappy will take it in the midfield. Bearish does get the ball back in the midfield, but Twisty's there to pick it up for Helena. He'll put it in the middle. Almost scores. Bearish does get the save. Bearish can't get the touch out. Speeda gets it back in the middle. Cappy, a shot attempt. Salad does get in the way of it. Bearish, not a lot of boost to use. He has to wait. Collects it down low. He's past Twisty. CVA can't quite get it. Speeda back in the middle. Twisty's up. 70 boost. He gets the reset. Salad does cut it out. Cappy's up. Shot Soft net. Speeda, the putback. A little bit slow. Salad. Backward. Awkward. But he gets it out. Bearish. Goes for the air dribble. Twisty. Cuts it out over to the sidewall. He'll go for a pinch now. Just drops it down in the midfield. Speeda will pick it up. And now Cappy, third man in the play for Helena. Puts a shot on. Bearish is in the middle. Ready to collect it. Twisty back in the corner. Pops it down. Bearish. It's across the net of Sidney. But it's not dangerous. Bearish does collect the ground dribble. Cappy will cut it off of him. Salad back in the corner. Sidney there to pick it up. Takes a collection touch. Gets 50'd. Twisty does get the second touch on that Twisty. Cappy just waits. CVA does get a good 50 on Cappy over to midfield. Little miscommunication there by Helena. They're going to both go for it. Bearish 50s Twisty over into his own corner. CVA trying to get a touch. Cappy will go up for Helena. He's got a lot of boost. Twisty goes up for a shot as well. Bearish gets in the way of both of them, picking up his third save this game. Bearish gets a demo as well on Twisty. Speeda, low boost. But the net is fully open. Can Cappy score? He can't. Salad gets there. Twisty back from the demo. Goes for the double. Oh, he gets it as well. The demo not styling him at all. He'll come back from the other side of the field, collect that salad touch to the backboard, and Bearish just can't quite get there to read the backboard and then cannot recover to the middle of the net for the shot by Twisty. 3 goals up for Helena. Started this game a little shaky, came back with full confidence. CVA does get the kickoff to go for Sidney. Twisty will wait to collect. Bearish just pressures Twisty. He goes into an air dribble. And that will score. Twisty takes to the air from his own box and scores it. Coast to coast, full boost. Not a trouble for him at all. That'll put Helena up by 4 with only 10 seconds left. Bearish Lynn on kickoff for Sidney. He will win it through to Helena's corner. Twisty's behind him as well. Bearish has some boost to work with. Cuts it down past Twisty, down to Salad. Salad a shot. Cappy near post. He gets an easy save. Bearish back to the backboard. Speed is up. It's down for Helena. That's the first game for them. These games today, the series a little longer. Best of 5, first of 3 wins. Instead of yesterday's best of 3. A little longer. Gives teams a little more chance to win some games, have a little bit more back and forth. Twisty picking up 4 goals on 6 shots that game. Fantastic scoring from him to put Helena back in the game after that initial Sidney goal. But, yeah, Helena, very large contender for state this year. They've been favorites for the last couple years, and they're hoping to keep that going this year with a state championship. Cappy on the wall for Helena. He'll pop it up. Go for a second touch. Salad. He's a little over it. Speed in the midfield. Bearish just waits. Goes for the 50 on Twisty. It's over to his own corner. Salad waiting on that front post. Bearish into Speeda, who will go up for it again. To the back wall. Past CVA. Salad will commit. Get a pretty good clear touch out. Cappy does fake him. Goes for the shot. Bearish gets there. Good save from Bearish. Speeda back down to the midfield. Bearish waits. Speeda's over him. Salad's there. He gets a 50. Stays with it as well. Bearish takes the shot off of him. Cappy back over. CVA gets a 50 over Cappy into the Sidney corner. A little bit of time here. Salad will get a clear touch to the wall. Twisty will take it off of him. He's got a lot of boost. Goes for the flip. Gets it. Bearish. Good patience from Bearish to wait on the backboard for that late touch. Keeping it out of net. Cappy shot on net. It's off, but it was close. Bearish will pick up the ball. Straight into Speeda. That's right near the net. Salad, the last man to beat. Speeda went a little bit too quick over to the corner. And now Bearish for Sidney into the midfield. Picks up a demo on Cappy as well. He's got a lot of boost. But he's going the wrong way. Decides to leave it for Twisty. Twisty will go for a ground pinch. Speeda up on the backboard. Bearish does get the correction touch down to the midfield. Cappy's there. CVA will force a challenge. Helena will have time to collect. Sidney does get the ball possession over on the wall. Pinch attempt. Speeda backing down. CVA can't quite get a touch. Speeda's upside down. Twisty back on the back wall. Speeda shot attempt. Not quite. It's across the net. CVA there to challenge him. He doesn't quite get the touch. Speeda down in front of net. Silly Salad getting a good clear this time. Cappy back in the midfield. Forcing Sidney to play defense for like a full minute. Oh, Twisty. A shot from midfield and a bump from Cappy opens up the net. Really good play by Helena. Cappy puts that ball up. Recognizes he's got a teammate up. Goes for the bump on Bearish, waiting in net, and it does pay off. The shot didn't go in immediately, but that bump gave him enough time for the ball to cross the line. First goal to fall in this second game will go to Helena. And now the ball in the midfield. Silly Salad for Sidney has a chance for a play. He gets a shot on. Twisty's there to collect. He pops it high immediately. He likes his aerial plays today. Flip reset. Double flip reset. And a shot. Barish does get the save. He'll follow it for a second. Cappy back in the midfield. Speed is there to pick it up for Helena. He'll go for a ground dribble. Salad does beat him off of it. And now it's up in the midfield. Salad committing. Barish shooting it to the backboard. Not quite. Twisty. Just collection touch. CVA Gamer gets a touch on that one. And a demo on Barish will open up the field for Twisty to score a second one. Even though I think Barish picked up the demo, it put his momentum off, opening that field for Twisty up for a nice simple ground dribble into the open net. Cappy sacrificing himself for that goal, but it does put up Helena 2-0. Still half the game left to play. Cappy gets a good 50 in the midfield. Twisty does collect boost. Speeda will go up for the solo play. Barish pre-jumps it, gets it out of the air, down to the midfield, over to Twisty. He'll take it to the air. Pop follow. Salad, what a good challenge in the midfield from him. Those early challenges on the aerial plays are what Sidney have had to do because Helena is so good at them. Helena also really good at those low shots. Twisty picking up all 3 goals so far this game. 2:20 left to play. He'll get a hat trick on a shot there over Silly Salad right under the bar. Really fantastic air roll control. Puts it right under the bar. Good amount of power. And Helena up by a commanding lead. 3-0, 2:20 left to play. That's a kickoff goal almost. It's off the post. Silly Salad on the backboard. He'll get it clear out. Cappy puts it back into the Sidney corner. Speedy can't quite get the touch. Twisty will take it over to the backboard. Barish waits. Silly Salad picks up a save. Twisty back up. Full boost yet again. Goes to the middle. Gets a touch. Not quite. Silly Salad, or CVA tried to get a touch there. Barish goes to the back wall. A demo by Cappy on Silly Salad. Barish, really good awkward touch there. A team pinch from Helena. Nearly goes through on that. Not quite, though. Just goes up to the backboard. So Twisty. Flip reset. Almost the double. Barish does get the save. Barish having to put on a lot of good saves so far on Helena's attacks. Cappy reads it. Puts it back down in the middle for Helena. CVA can't quite get their Speeda back to the sidewall. Double. Not quite. Twisty puts it back. Twisty picking up 4 now. Really good shot attempt by Speeda, though. Puts pressure on the defense. Goes for the double. Gets it down. Back on the crossbar. And then Twisty back in the middle for that touch. Will put it right down the middle for the 4th Helena goal. Still a minute and a half left to play for this second game. Cappy goes up on the sidewall. Speed is there for a shot. He'll put it up in the corner. Not quite on. Twisty's there again. Can he pick up a 5th? Not quite. It's a little high for him to go for a double. Cappy, a chance. Barish will clear that out. It's almost on that. CVA pre-flips it. Speeda saves it, though. And now Twisty, an open net. He'll put it a little high. Goes for the double. Cleared out from Barish. What a save. Silly Salad in the corner. Speeda, CVA, pops it up. A demo on Barish. And now Speeda, an open net. Saved by Silly Salad. Twisty back on the crossbar. He will pick up a 5th goal. We might be seeing a Twisty score of almost 1,000. He's already picked up 5 goals this game, and there's still a minute left to play. Fantastic play from Helena so far. First game, they were maybe a little shaky. Now they are playing full confidence. Twisty, ball in the midfield. He's a demo by CVA Gamer, freeing up Sidney for an offensive play. Cappy touches it down. Barish is there, though. Shot straight to the backboard. Twisty, heavy clear touch all the way to the Sidney corner. Salad on the wall for Sidney. Goes for the 50 on Speeda. Wins it over Speeda as well. Sidney on the offensive. Twisty, touch up. Will follow it as well. Salad commits. Can't quite get it. Barish, he's under the ball. Twisty, pass 2. Now Salad for Sidney will touch it off the corner. Back in the midfield. Cappy, a shot attempt. Salad, not quite off crossbar. Twisty gets the save. Sorry, Barish gets the save over Twisty. Now Cappy picking up a demo. Salad spawns back. Barish in midfield. Does get the clear out over Speeda. Twisty waits in his corner. Collects. He wants 6. He's going to go for a late goal. Carry touch. Flip reset. Salad goes for it. Not quite. It's going to hit the ground. Barish to the backboard. Can he get the double? Not quite. That will fall for Helena. 5 goals from Twisty alone that game. We may see. There it is. A score of 800 for Twisty. Picked up the 5 goals. Just not enough assists or saves to get that score of 1,000, but a fantastic game from him. Credit to Speeda as well. 3 assists on the game. Barish picking up 5 saves. I mean, that is insane. A score of almost 600 solely on saves. Now we go to the 3rd game. Helena win this one. They sweep the series. They'll head into, I think it's the upper finals immediately. because of the amount of teams that we have today. Speeda on kickoff for Helena. It'll go the way of Sidney into the midfield. Twisty will pick up boost. He'll take possession across down in the midfield. And Speeda, heavy touch over to Sidney corner. Bearish waiting for it. He'll let the ball touch. He'll give Speeda a shot attempt as well. Then he'll clear it off the crossbar. Cappy back in the midfield. Up off the sidewall. Salad does get a touch. Bearish follows it up. Speeda back to the backboard. A demo as well on Bearish. Salad does get that clear. He'll go for the boost as well. He'll stay on the ball. Cappy wins the 50 on the wall. It's back in the midfield. Bearish, collection touch. Speeda this time puts it back in the middle for Helena. And a shot by Twisty. It's in. That pressure from Helena. Cappy with the first beat. Speeda with that one right there. And a perfect floating ball right in the midfield for Twisty to pick up for a shot. Sidney completely out of options, trying to clear that ball out and just getting shut down immediately in the midfield by Helena. Speeda will keep this one in the midfield. Cappy gets the boost. He'll go up for a play. Touches it to the midfield. Twisty's there to pick it up. He goes to the roof. Double off the roof. Oh my goodness, what an angle. Twisty with a solo play off of a Cappy assist. Takes it up to the roof and reads it for an insane angle over 2 defenders. What a shot from Twisty. That'll put Helena up by 2. That's a crazy goal to do so. Cappy. Oh boy, Sidney will get it to roll over to the Helena backboard. Speeda will take it off of there. Solo play, flip reset. A little touch passed in the midfield. Twisty will pick it up. CVA couldn't quite get 50. Sal gets the bump though. Speeda overcommits on Bearish a little bit. Cappy gets demoed. Bearish waits and gets beat by Twisty in the midfield. Salad puts it back in rotation for Sidney. It's on the backboard. Cappy. It's a touch off the wall. Oof, Twisty, what reaction speed to get that touch. Bearish tries to start another attack. It gets shut down instantly. Salad collects to his own backboard. He'll wait. Speeda back in midfield. Twisty shot. Bearish, immediate save. Pre-jumps it as well. Cappy up into the corner. CVA in the midfield looking for a defensive play. Twisty can't quite get the pass middle. Straight into Salad. He'll clear it out to Speeda. He'll touch it midfield. That's dangerous. Goes up the shot. Bearish does cut it out. Twisty trying to get it back in the midfield for a teammate. CVA and Salad there to collect for Sidney. Now into the corner. Bearish, full boost. Waits. Speeda commits. A bump on Bearish by Cappy. Speeda trying to get a dish. Bearish will clear it out again. Twisty there to meet it. Back into Sidney's corner. Wants a solo play. CVA does get a touch into the corner. Cappy misses the shot attempt. Speeda in the midfield. Bearish shoots it. That might just be in. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, it's saved as well. Unfortunate shot from Bearish to go miss out wide. Salad misses a touch in the midfield. Speeda shot. It's too high off the crossbar. A demo on Speeda from Salad, and now Twisty gets beat by Bearish. Really good play the last 30 seconds from both teams. Really good shot by Bearish. Really good save from Helena, and then turn it around. Really good offense from Helena, and fantastic defense from Sidney. High ball. Cappy goes up for it. Bearish miss inputs. It's off. Bearish gets the second save. Twisty leaves it for Speeda. CVA gets the touch for Sidney out in the midfield. Speeda will take a touch off in the midfield. Salad beats Speeda, but Twisty's there. Gets the touch. CVA over on the other side to collect for Sidney. Cappy gets it over him. Bouncing ball in the midfield. Helena will pick it up. Bearish gets the save. He'll take a touch as well. Collect some boost. Some wave dashes on the wall. He'll pop it out to the midfield. Salad shot, but it's 50 to cross by Twisty. Back in the midfield. Bearish is up. Shot. It's off the post. Twisty gets a collection touch as well. And now Helena will start an offense. Speeda out in front. Twisty goes to the air. Leaves it for Speeda. Pre-flip. Bearish stays. Picks up his third save. And now Bearish on the offense for Sidney. It's a good shot. It's quick. It's in. Sidney pick up the first goal. They come within one now. 2-1. Sidney need this game to stay alive in the series. Really good gameplay here from both teams. Keeping this game as low as 2-1 is a testament to Sidney's defense. They're playing really well. Bearish picking up a lot of saves this game yet again. Salad going on the offensive for Sidney. Cappy, low boost, but he gets it down off the roof. Salad reads it, cuts it out in the midfield. Gets a touch. Bearish, pass 2. Speeda on the backboard, pinches it out. Really good touch from him. CVA goes up for the challenge. Cappy, shot. Musty. What in the world? Salad got the save, but it was right back into the body of Cappy, floating midair in the box, and it'll bounce right back into him for a goal. Quite the lucky touch from Cappy, and quite the unlucky touch from Salad to put it right back to Cappy. Twisty on the kickoff for Helena. He'll get it to win over into Sidney's box. Cappy's up for the shot. Salad does get a touch. 50 with Bearish. Speeda does keep it right in the box. And Speeda will pick up a goal. I think he got bumped into it from his teammate, but Cappy putting that pressure on Salad. Bearish getting a little bit dunked by Speeda, and then Twisty bumping his own teammate into that shot for the 3rd point up over Sidney. A minute 15 left to play. 2 goals fall for Helena very quickly. And now Bearish on the offense for Sidney. He's got boost. Waits in the midfield. A little bit of a misinput, it looked like. CVA Gamer getting bumped. Twisty, full control midair. Salad does get the save. He'll take it to the offense as well. Cappy cuts it out straight to Bearish, though. He'll power it down to the Helena corner. Twisty on the back wall. Can't get the Psycho touch. Bearish gets the demo, but the ball's floating to his side. Twisty, a shot attempt. Far right post, it's off. Cappy, chance to put it back. He'll just put it in the corner. Bearish collects out. Ground dribble opportunity. Cappy chasing him off the ball. And now turning it upfield. Bearish gets the bump on Cappy, but Speed is there for a shot. Helena, who's there for the save? Sidney. It's Bearish again to the backboard. Twisty follows this up. He's got plenty of space to work with. And he will put a 5th one away for Helena. A hat trick for himself. Really good control there. Sees that Bearish went for the mid boost. Recognizes the open net. Just goes for a nice simple air dribble. Put it 4 goals up over Sidney. 30 seconds left to play. A 4-goal lead for Helena. They've got to be feeling pretty comfortable. Twisty now, a full control air dribble. Flip reset down low. Ground dribble. Oh, he can't get the shot off. Bearish does get that late save. Now into the midfield. Cappy up for Helena. He'll put it over into Sidney's corner once again. Bearish does get a clear touch. Who's there for Helena? It's Twisty. Once again, solo play. Speeda pre-jumps the double. Bearish cuts out the play halfway through. And Cappy in the midfield will end it for Helena. And the series will go to Helena. Full sweep on the series. 3-0.